Hi, welcome back to Amber Brown is Tickled Pink. In Chapter 10, the kids in Amber's class were not very nice about where the mom's wedding was going to be held, and they had some nice things to say about Frederick, too. Let's hope that things improve in Chapter 11. Let's read on, shall we? I, Amber Brown, am Broadway bound. Dad just picked me up for a big surprise weekend. As we pull out of the driveway, he says, Part 1 of the surprise. Tonight I am taking you to see your first Broadway musical. I squeal. I can't help it. Normally I am not a squealer, but Brenda, my Amber sitter, has been teaching me Broadway songs ever since she and her boyfriend were in high school. I've been teaching them to Brandy and Kelly. That's one reason when writing Pickle Me Silly. I sing Dad a sample lyric. Actually, it's our only lyric so far, but I love it. Hey, dilly dilly, pickle me silly. I go with pastrami, so don't tell my mommy. Dad starts laughing. That's the silliest song I've ever heard, he says. Why do I think it's so funny? Because it is. Come on, sing it with me. I teach Dad the lyrics, and soon we are laughing so hard we don't even mind getting stuck in traffic at the Lincoln Tunnel. We finally get out of the tunnel and drive uptown. Okay, Amber, close your eyes, Dad says. Part 2 is coming up. I don't want you to see it until we get there. I squeeze my eyes tight and then open my right eye just a tiny bit. I, Amber Brown, are not good at waiting for a surprise. All I see are buildings. Finally, Dad stops the car and sings out, We're here! You can open your eyes now. I open my eyes the rest of the way and look up. We are in front of a huge stone building with a red carpet on the stairs. A man dressed in a red uniform with gold buttons opens the car door for me. I feel like a princess. I step out. I am trying so hard not to squeal again. Welcome to the plaza, Amber Brown. How does he know my name? I whisper. Dad is grinning from ear to ear. I called ahead. This is your weekend to be Eloise. Remember when I used to read those books to you? Of course I remember. I start to quote the book to him. I am Eloise. I am 6. I am a city child. I live at the plaza. Mom and Dad read Eloise to me so many times when I was little, I almost knew it by heart. I always wanted to see the plaza. Now I am not just going to see it, I'm going to stay in it. I put my arms around Dad and squeezed him tight. Inside, things just got better and better. Another man in uniform takes our luggage and leads us to our room. He opens the door. Welcome to the Eloise suite, Amber Brown. Now I do squeal. I'm starting to sound like a trained squeal. I thought the room was called the suite because it had candy-striped pink walls, just like the cover of the book. But it turns out that a suite in a hotel means you get more than one room. Dad's room is not pink. My bed has the biggest, most princess-like headboard. It is pink with gold trim. Dad, this is amazing. I hop around my room like Eloise. We are definitely in the pink. This is a phrase Aunt Pam taught me. It means everything is hunky-dory and you're feeling great. We really are, Amber, or maybe I should say we're in the green. The company is so happy with my work that I just got a huge bonus. And I want to celebrate with the person I love most in the world, my little girl. Dad looks so happy. I am happy too. I also feel kind of funny. Mom and Max and I are being so careful about money right now, and here I am with Dad in a suite that must cost a small fortune. As soon as we unpack, Dad says, Part 2 of the surprise is at Eloise suite. Part 3, dinner on the town with your dad. As soon as we go to the restaurant where he says lots of Broadway stars like to eat. We don't see any in person, but there are hundreds of signed pictures on the walls. Dad orders me a Shirley Temple. This is a drink made especially for kids. My favorite part is the cherry. After dessert, Dad says, Now, on to the show. He holds my hand tight while we walk. I'm glad because there are so many people it would be scary if he didn't. When we get into the theater, I am amazed. The walls are painted gold and decorated from top to bottom with beautiful carvings. Can I decorate my room this way, I ask? Dad laughs. I said I got a bonus, not that they gave me the company. Our seats are way up front. The show is the best thing I have ever seen. It makes me laugh so hard. Snot comes out my nose. I wonder if I'm the first person to blow snot at a Broadway show. Luckily, Daddy passes me his handkerchief. 10 minutes after the big laugh, I am crying. And I am not even sad. It's just that the stars are singing a song that is so beautiful, it makes tears come out of my eyes. Maybe it's because the actors are right in front of me. Live people telling me a story with songs and dance and music. When the show ends, the whole audience stands up to cheer. I clap so hard my hands get sore. After the show, Dad holds my hand again as we half walk, half dance back to the plaza. When we get into our suite, I find a chocolate on my pillow. I, Amber Brown, want to be a Broadway star and live at the plaza. The next morning, Dad tells me we are going to take a carriage ride through Central Park before we go back to New Jersey. As we walk through the lobby, I spot a shop for girls. I guess it's there because of all the Eloise stuff. In the window is a dress. Not just any dress, the dress. The dress I have been looking for without even knowing what it looks like. It is black and white, not pink. This dress has a black top with soft white ruffles around the neck. The bottom is white with lots of layers and little teardrops around the bottom. It's perfect. Dad sees me staring at it. Amber? Now, I am in a pickle and it's not really silly. How do I tell Dad that I just found the dress I want to wear to Mom and Max's wedding? Amber, that dress would look great on you. Let's go in and you can try it on. How can I say no? We go into the shop. The sales lady gets the dress and leads me to a changing room. That's a good name for it because when I put the dress on, I, Amber Brown, feel different. It's as if I really have changed me. I go out to show Dad. He gets a huge smile on his face. You look fabulous. He turns to the sales lady. We'll take it. I am so happy. I also am a little bit scared. What is Dad going to think when he finds out why I want the dress? Dad and I haven't mentioned the wedding or Mom and Max the entire weekend. We've been having such a great time, I don't want to ruin it. Dad pays for the dress and we put it in with our luggage in the lobby. It is now being guarded by another man in a uniform. I wonder if the plaza has its own army. I wonder if they have privates and captains and generals. I wonder why I wonder these things. We go through the revolving door and down the red carpet. I'm getting used to that red carpet. Across the street from the plaza is a line of carriages. We go to the front of the line. The carriage driver is wearing a fancy black coat with tails and a black top hat. His horse is wearing a black top hat too, only his has holes for his ears to stick out of. The horse is kind of droopy, but I like him anyway. I pat the horse's nose. He shakes his head and up and down. What's his name? I ask. Max, the driver answers. Dad bursts out laughing. Perfect. We know another Max who's about to get hitched up. I glare at him, but don't say anything. The driver holds my hand as he helps me into the carriage. Dad hops up beside me. The driver takes a fuzzy blanket over our legs. It's nice, but I'm definitely not feeling warm and fuzzy. We clip-clop into Central Park. The trees are still bare, but the park is full of people running, walking, bicycling. I am trying to enjoy it, but I'm too angry with Dad for making that crack about Max. I hear him chuckle again. What's so funny? I snap. I love being pulled around by a horse named Max. He's leaning back with that smug look I hate. I can't stand it. Dad, everything has been so perfect. Why do you always have to ruin it? I don't want you to make jokes about Max. Maybe you don't like that he and Mom are getting married, but they are. And I'm a big part of it. I hate that you and Mom got divorced. I don't have any choice about that, but I have to live with what's happened. I'm trying hard and it's not easy. I like Max and I love you, and I don't need you making this any harder for me than it already is. Dad's smile vanishes. He turns away and looks out at the park. This makes me even madder. Dad, say something. He turns back and his face is really, really sad. I blew it, he says. My counselor told me to make this weekend all about you and me and not to talk about your mother and Max at all. And I was trying so hard to do that. We had such a wonderful weekend, and now I've messed up again. I'm sorry, Amber. I'm having a rough time with your mother getting remarried, and sometimes I say things I shouldn't. Now it's my turn not to want to talk. I've been so wrapped up in Mom and Max's wedding, I guess I didn't want to think about how it felt for Dad. Then there's what I just let him do at the dress shop. I know that I messed up too. I start to cry. Dad puts his arm around me. He looks almost scared. Amber, honey, what is it? I know I upset you, but it's not that bad, is it? I shake my head. Then I take a deep breath. We have to take the dress back. Why? I wanted it so I could wear it to the wedding, but I was afraid you wouldn't buy it for me if I told you. That wasn't fair. It would be wrong for me to wear the dress that you got for me to Mom's wedding. Dad squeezes my hand. There's no need to take the dress back, honey. Why not? I know why you wanted it when I bought it for you. And you got it anyway? I am amazed. I care a lot more about you than I do about that wedding. I want you to feel good while you're there. And I'm glad that you'll be wearing something that reminds you of me. I snuggle next to Dad. He squeezes me closer. I sigh. He sighs. We hear what sounds like a giant sigh from somewhere ahead of us. Max, the horse, has lifted his tail. I didn't realize that horses can poop and walk at the same time. It's quite a talent, even if they have to slow down to do it. I can't help it. I start giggling. I look at Dad and I can see that he is biting his lip to hold back a laugh. It's okay, I pat his arm. That was funny. The laugh explodes out of him. We settle back against the seat. I know I'm not a perfect dad, Amber, but I'm trying. You don't have to be perfect, I say. Just be my dad. Aw. Well, that's the end of chapter 11. Join me next time and we'll continue our story. Have a great day.